Oh, welcome back. Okay, we're just gonna go back to using you, because I kind of prefer you. Bounty hunters. Who needs healing? Whoa! Ah!
Ow! My bruises are all bruised now.
Bruises are all bruised.
As you wish.
Don't care.
So be it.
Let's just ditch all of those. We'll go up this way.
Are we descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor. Oh, of course. And remember, everything...
24-hour lifetime guarantee, so we'll just get rid of that. Was a god.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
You won't get in talking about a king like that.
Wait, look at me. You're the brand who dishonored the Proving. Trust you to be ignorant of our tragedy. Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And what was that you said? A filthy brand? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Beware.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
If there is anything complimentary to be said about these people, it is that they possess a remarkable facility for
I find it very odd.
It meaning me. Am I in it now too? I feel honored.
For one who professes...
Okay. I love Shale. I'm loving him already, just boom, 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 boom behind us. He's sentient too.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king, as Herman is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as itself. Everyone's most trusted advisor, Herman.
Vieta, I have enough crime without some castless carrying weapons in the city. Your actions risk pain of death. Name yourself. Warden. You? When I heard they accepted a brand, I thought it was a joke. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want? You have little faith in your own city, Brand. Excuse me, Warden, but this isn't Dust Town. The tavern is open and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Are you sure you're still a dwarf? Ancestors have patience. If Bronca could hear this. Well, I wouldn't be standing in dried blood. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Yes, you should.
Okay, so well, we gotta pick a king, I guess. I think that's gonna be us. Proving Grounds, Deep Roads, Dust, Diamond.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. I thought you'd know this. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. You're from the surface. I thought with all your finery, but I suppose that explains the mark on your face. From long ago, I suppose. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont. You come at a sad time, stranger. I'm going home to wait it out. I suggest you do the same.
Actually, I have history here.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's huge. What is that smell? Dwarven vomit.
Off to Dusttown to see if my sister still lives and so on. Let's find out. Maybe. I don't know. Oy, oy, oy.
Let me guess. This is where the poor people live.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their
Wipe them out! I see.
Huh. Oh. Ah, fuck me. The game crashed. Where did we last save? Oh no. Where was the last time the game saved? Dusttown. Okay. Here. Okay. Oh.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters?
Don't care. We explored the zone already. Don't need to kill those people.
So be it. Ugh, just do not buy anything. Or
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors showed us. They really need our help.
I don't really need info. I think I have an idea of where I want to go with this.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Why not?
Oh, I actually was talking to your companions. Or are you from the surface too? Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. What do you mean? Oh, you're looking for payment. My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Ay, ay, ay. Gem merchant, okay. Diamond quarter. Oh, my neck is really stiff today. Ooh. Oh, it's 4:30 p.m.
I can't believe it. I heard a dwarven Grey Warden came to Orzammar and I couldn't help but hope. Look at you. My little brother, the returning hero. And with quite the unusual entourage. Can you imagine? As of last month, I'm a royal concubine to House Iduken. They've moved Mother and me into the palace. You could fit our whole neighborhood just in the bathing room. I wish you could meet little Endrin, but they don't let me bring him outside the royal nursery. Little Endrin was born right before his grandfather died. His grandfather, the king. Can you believe it? My son is an Iduken. The future king of Orzammar spends his nights in my bed. Barat was a toad, but I have to thank him for teaching me to read, dance, massage, and whatever else Balin sees in me. That's a horrible, vicious lie. Balin told me all about it. Lord Harrowmont always favored Balin's older brother, the one who murdered Trian. Balin thinks Harrowmont set the whole thing up to frame him. Then he had the gall to whisper these things to the dying king. When the king sent him away, Balin cried for weeks. Tell me you don't believe these horrible rumors. I am. I promise. Balin could never do anything like that. His first loyalty is to his family. And now you're part of it. But this isn't why you're here, is it? What's wrong? All the news from the surface says terrible things are happening. DarkSpawn attacks and a civil war among the humans. Ancestors, save us. I was afraid you'd say that. I hate this. Until there's a king, the Assembly would let the world collapse rather than bow to anyone's better judgment. But I can introduce you to Vartek Gavorn. He's Balin's chief lieutenant. He could help you if anyone could. He may be suspicious at first. Don't take it personally. It's been so hard to tell who's against us.
Rita,
I'm at the assembly. This is no place for a woman. What do you mean by this?
Vartag, this is my brother. He comes on behalf of the Grey Wardens with dreadful news.
Of course. I wasn't thinking. It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzamar's finest. Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however close to family that stranger might be. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude. Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit save here. And that will be where we'll be ending this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.